and welcome to the video, and thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for joining me today to see my thoughts and opinions and review on Too Faced's new limited edition holiday 2020 collection on the Cinnamon Bear palette. We're going to be playing with the palette today, the blush and the melted matte lipstick. So if you guys are into these types of videos, then definitely give me a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. It would mean so much, especially because I've noticed in my analytics that over half of my viewers are not even subscribed. So if you're already a viewer, if you would, do me the honor and hit the subscribe button. It would melt my heart. And let's go ahead and get into the video. First off, I would like to say if you are enjoying holiday videos from me, I am uploading a ton. I will have my holiday video playlist down below where I have advent calendars, holiday makeup and deals, holiday palettes like this and such, which I do have a few more on the way, which I did just post on my community tab, so you can see there what two palettes I have on the way currently, and as well as my OnlyFans if you want to go subscribe over there. For the next 2 days, I have it where you can subscribe for the full month for $4, which is just a bunch of extra content that's going to be exclusive and intimate with me over there. Definitely go check it out. It's a way to support me so I can have some more money basically to review a ton of stuff that you guys want me to review. But I think it's gonna be a whole lot of fun over there, especially because I will be doing a lot of giveaways over on my OnlyFans, so I'll also have that linked below. But you don't have to subscribe or anything like that. It's totally fine. I already have 2 videos over there uploaded for you guys. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So I want to read about it a little bit on the Too Faced site so you can see how much this is, yada yada yada. Now I picked this up only because it's the favorite that everybody wanted a review on out of the Too Faced holiday makeup. This is the only one anybody was actually interested in, honestly. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it, and then if it's good, I'll let you know. If it's not, save your money. So that's what we're gonna do. So this is a $39 set, and you get a full-size melted matte liquid lipstick, you get the palette, and you get a cute little makeup bag, and it's supposed to be a $116 value, but it's not. It's totally not. Something that I want to mention that I think is really funny. So their website says limited edition Cinnamon Bear palette of 18 multi-finish eyeshadows. Does that look like 18 multi-finish eyeshadows to you? No, I think it was just supposed to be 8, and they accidentally just put 18. I don't know why they haven't noticed that yet, but yeah, anyways, it says that this is supposed to smell like cinnamon bears, so I can actually breathe out in both of my nostril holes today, so that's a plus. Now, I don't plan on actually keeping this set because these colors I'm not really into. Like, I would never wear these. I would never reach for this palette, so I will have this up on Poshmark when my review is up in case anybody is interested. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like. It actually comes in this pouch. You have a cute little Too Faced dingly dang there. It says Too Faced on it. I think the bag is actually really cute. It smells definitely plasticky, but it's not like a nasty plastic smell. Let's open it up and take a look. So here we have the melted matte in Cinnamon Bear. I will be doing a lip swatch, but I'll be using a brush so I don't taint the lipstick with my lip fungus. That sounds disgusting. And here is the Cinnamon Bear palette. Has a cute little mirror. That is me. Hello. Here are the shades. Now, I do have to say right away, this does not look anything like it looks online. It does not at all. Like, online, it's so much darker. So that is definitely really interesting that the photo doesn't at all look like the actual palette, but that's why it's always best to look at things in person than online. I do have to say that the shade Slow Burn has some bumps in it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try and zoom so you can like really see, but this shade has some bumps, but that's totally fine. Oh, whoa, too close. That's totally fine though. It's not a big deal. But the palette actually looks a lot prettier in person than online. Like, I'm just not into the darker tones, but you know, even though this is a holiday palette and it's Cinnamon Bear themed, which doesn't really scream holiday to me, I still appreciate it because you do have the berry tones in here, which is a perfect fall holiday color, especially for fall. So I'm really excited to get into this and just start playing and see if this is going to be holiday trash or a holiday hit. I just made that up. I don't know if anybody else has ever said that, but there we go, I said it. So I have my Zoeva Eyeshadow Matte Primer. I'm going to prime my eyelids and we're gonna get on with this eyeshadow look. I'm going to start by using this shade Cereal Milk here, and I'm just going to apply it all over my lid just to kind of set my eyeshadow primer. Now I'm going to go in with this shade Bear Hug and apply it to my crease. This is actually a really pigmented and a beautiful color. Also, this palette is supposed to smell like cinnamon bears, but I don't smell it at all. Like, at all. Now for funsies, I want to take the shade Red Hot and apply it to my outer eye area. Which I feel like if there's going to be a shade in here that's going to be really like difficult, it's probably Red Hots and Chocolate Dipped, because the darker shades are always like the worst kind of shades, like the hardest to create, and like, you know, the ones that would be the worst in the palette. And I have to say, first off, it is pigmented. And it laid in my crease really, really well. Especially, I know that this is a good shade initially, because any shade that I put in my crease, almost always, it already like gets really patchy because it just happens to me. So as you can tell, this shade is actually so nice. Like, I wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't. Like, it's a lot brighter on camera than it is. It's a lot more muted in person. I think that's just my camera. But it's still, like, such a beautiful color. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Now I want to take a little bit more Bear Hug and apply it back in my crease area and run that over, just because I don't want to lose that color and have the Red Hot overpowering it. So just kind of blend and mix the two together. Looks good. Okay, and then I want to take the shade Chocolate Dipped and do my, right here. Just to darken it up some and see if this shade is going to be a problem. And I am taking just a light amount because I don't want to, like, you know, if it's really pigmented, overdo it, but so far so good. It's definitely blending into the shades nicely. It's not just sitting on top and looking like somebody threw mud on my eye. So that's good. I'm going to take a little bit more. It's actually not a bad shade. Now, I'm not like worrying about my lid shade right now. Is that if you guys are wondering like, why is it looking like garbage on your lid? Because I'm not working on that part yet. Just saying. Okay, so this is what it is looking like so far, and I'm not having any problems. Like, I'm having no problems. Now, I do want to swatch the like shimmery shade so I can see what color I want on my lid. So I'm going to do that for you. Taking Slow Burn first, and then we'll take Sweet and Spicy second, Cinnamon Sugar, and then we'll do Pop of Chili. Okay, so here's the swatches on the back of my hand. So let's talk about the shades individually. So Slow Burn, the shade that had the bumps in it, the bumps were just on top, and this has a really buttery feel to it. So if you've ever tried any of the shades in like a Lorac palette, that's what this felt like one of those really soft buttery shades from the Lorac palette. I don't guess that this is like a matte. It feels more like, I don't know what it would feel like a satin maybe, I'm not sure, but it was definitely very, very soft and buttery. These are more metallic-y. So the shade Sweet and Spicy swatched so soft and really nice. And then the shade Cinnamon Sugar was actually kind of dry feeling when I was swatching it, but it still looks really beautiful, but it was definitely drying feeling in the pan. And then this one felt just like this one, really soft, and yeah, this one's the Pop of Chili, so very soft feeling for sure. I think for this this look, I want to use Sweet and Spicy and Cinnamon Sugar on my lid, so I'm going to do that. So as you know, everything is always so much more pigmented when you use your fingers, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add the Sweet and Spicy to my outer corner. Beautiful. And I'm not wetting it or anything, and it looks so good. Like, it looks so good and it's not even wet. And then I'm gonna take cinnamon sugar and add it to my inner corner and meet it up with the Sweet and Spicy shade. I'm not flipping you off, I swear. And I'm just going to do this little number and connect them together. And I'm going to take a little bit more Sweet and Spicy and dab it. Actually so beautiful. Like, it looks foiled from the start. Like, could you imagine if I wet it? But I don't want to, so I'm not going to. Okay, so it's actually been an hour since the last time that I filmed because I actually realized I had to go pick up my child from school. So this is how it looks literally exactly an hour later, because what time is it? It is 3:27. I left here at 2:17. So yeah, it's definitely been an hour. And I have to say, the only thing that the shadow has done is the metallic-y shimmers has stuck to my above like lid, because I have hooded eyes, which happens every time obviously, and it's not a problem because when I'm actually talking to people, you can't see that. Like, it looks fine. It looks fine. There's nothing wrong with any of this. And yeah, so I'm gonna actually finish the look now. I'm gonna take the shade Bear Hug and apply it to my lower lash line. And then just taking a fluffy brush, I'm going to kind of blend them together, like a little bit, not like a lot. I'm gonna zoom you out and I'm going to try out the blush Cinnamon Bear. The only blush I have on my cheeks right now is actually the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush. So you can't even really tell that I have blush on. I mean, you can. I just put it on kind of, okay, I didn't put it on lightly, but whatever. I'm just gonna add a little bit of blush. I'm gonna use this brush because it is clean. It's never been used. Well, I mean, it's been used, but I washed my brushes finally. So I'm just gonna take some. That looks like it's going to be really pigmented. Like, you could use it obviously as an eyeshadow and a blush. So I'm just going to go as light as possible. That's pink. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's pink. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, so my recommendations is if you use the blush, go in very, very light, even though I actually did like kind of like press lightly, but I did put a lot on my brush, so that was my fault. But I probably would not use this as a blush. I would use this just as an eyeshadow because I mean, it's really pigmented. Hold on, let me... Like, that's not a blush shade. Blushes should not be that pigmented. So I would just recommend using this as eyeshadow. So anyways, let's get on with the lip and then I can finish the look and give you like the final results. So like I said, I don't plan on keeping this set. So I'm going to use a clean brush and take the shade, what is this, Cinnamon Bear, and apply it to my lips. Just gonna put it on the brush. Make sure I get a good amount on here so I don't like dip it in again because I will be selling this on Poshmark. So I have a good bit on the brush. I don't think I'm gonna need to go back in here at all. Hopefully it's fine because I'm literally not going back in the color. But okay, let me get my mirror and let's see what this lip looks like, which I mean, it's gonna look fine. Their melted mattes are like really, really good, but here we go. Let me fix it a little bit because it's not perfect. Okay, so obviously the lip is not perfect because I did use a brush, but this color is actually so pretty. I'm like tempted to actually keep it, but I have so many other reds in my collection that I don't need to keep it, but it is a really pretty color. Do I need to keep this? No, I don't need to keep it. I don't need to keep it. I don't need to keep it. Okay, So I'm going to do my liner and put lashes on and show you like a completed look, and I'm going to give you final thoughts. So we will be right back. Okay, so here is the completed look. Let me zoom you in. Let me give you my final thoughts. Lipstick, absolutely love the lipstick. Absolutely. The bag, super, super cute as well. This is really cute. Now the palette. I have to say there's nothing wrong with this other than I would not use this for blush. This is like eyeshadow quality and it's just way too pigmented. This blush was god-awful. This is an eyeshadow, you guys. It's just an extra large eyeshadow. Don't use it for blush unless you're like, you know, feeling spicy. But I didn't have any problems. I actually experienced zero fallout, and there really wasn't any kick up or anything like that. Like, this is a solid palette. I would say it pretty much is up to par with everything else Too Faced does. I kind of almost had a feeling it was gonna be okay because it is more of a, I don't know, it just seemed like different from the other holiday sets. Now those I still feel like might be less quality, but this one was actually a pretty good palette. Like, it's a good palette. I mean, I wouldn't say that the lip goes with the eyeshadow, like it's a little too much, but solid palette. I recommend if you guys were wanting to go out and buy this because this intrigued you, go buy it. I didn't have any problems. It's now what, 3:55, so it's been an hour and a half, 2 hours since I started filming this, and it's still holding up just fine, so it's a solid palette. That's all I have to say. So anyways, if you guys did enjoy, then please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below. As always, you know I love to hear them. I hope that this piqued your curiosity. Now you know this is a solid palette. And yeah, I guess I will see you in my next video. Bye!